Egg rolls, Chinese American classic and a staple for weeknight takeout. I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to take a few ingredients and make the best egg rolls you've ever had. So stick around.
All right, so we're gonna start with 1 pound of cabbage, a half a pound of carrots, a half a pound of white onion, and a half a pound of celery. What we're gonna do is just pretty much thin slice everything. So the celery, I just go long ways and just slice them down. And then we'll do the carrots. With the carrots, we're gonna do kind of a matchstick cut. And so I'm just gonna peel the carrots. It's optional. You don't have to peel them if you don't want to. And what we're gonna do here is slice them at an angle. So you'll see here in a second. Oh yeah, I would like to cut off the root ends as well. So we'll slice them at an angle like this. And this is pretty much just how you would go about getting like that matchstick carrot. If you want to just buy like shredded carrots, like pre-shredded carrots in the bag, that would work too. It would be a lot easier. Or you can even shred them yourself on like a cheese grater. I just like the texture of these better. They seem to hold up a little more, have a little more crunch to them. So. Now for the onion, this onion is just half an onion that's already been peeled and cut in half. And what I did is, you can see I just sliced down the middle, and now I'm just doing thin slices all the way across. All right, and so with the cabbage, the same thing. I've already cut it in half. I've removed all of the extra layers on the outside, and then basically what we're gonna do is, now that you've got the half the cabbage, we're gonna cut that into half, and you can see all the little the white stem part. I'm removing that, so that's what I did there. And now we're just gonna thin slice the cabbage. So what I like to do is break the cabbage down into 2 parts. So just kind of as you can see, I just kind of pulled it in half. It just makes it easier. It's a lot less surface area to cover with the knife, so you can get like thinner, tighter slices. All right, so now all the vegetables are cut. You're going to add 1/4 cup of salt, give everything a good mix, and let it sit for about 10 minutes. In the meantime, you're gonna boil a pot of water, and you're gonna take all of these vegetables, dump them into the boiling pot of water for 2 to 3 minutes, strain them out, and then go straight into an ice bath. And I misplaced all of that footage, but here's the ice bath for you. All right, so in a medium pan over medium-high heat, we're gonna go in with 1.5 pounds of ground pork, and then 1 tablespoon of MSG. If you don't have MSG or you don't wanna use MSG, you can just replace that with salt, and then also 1 tablespoon of sugar. And then we're just gonna start breaking all of it up. Once the pork is cooked through and it's starting to brown up a little bit, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. All right, so once the pork is done, we're just gonna remove it from the heat and set it to the side. All right, so in a large bowl, you're gonna take a clean kitchen towel. You've got your strained vegetables, you're just gonna dump those in, fold the towel up, and then squeeze out as much of the moisture as you can. And the reason for this is you don't want wet vegetables in the egg rolls, because 1, when you're frying them, it could make a lot of popping, and 2, it'll also make your egg roll soggy. So once you've done that, you're gonna dump out all of that extra water, then put the vegetables back in the bowl, break them up a little bit, and then we're gonna add in all of that pork that we cooked earlier, and just give everything a good mix. All right, so let's start rolling. We got some egg roll wrappers, and these are really, really easy to find. You can get them in most grocery stores. They're gonna be in the refrigerated section, probably close to tofu. So just remove this from the pack. We're gonna take 1 egg, crack it into a small bowl, and give that a good whisk. And then I'm gonna show you guys how to roll these things up. So we're gonna take one of your wrappers, take about a tablespoon, 1 to 2 tablespoons of your filling. You're gonna put it right in the middle of the wrapper. And then you're gonna take the corner that's closest to you, fold it over, pull everything tight. And then from the left to right, you're gonna just fold over and try and keep all of those corners tight, keep everything from spilling out. We're gonna roll it up halfway, brush the top corner with some egg wash, and then roll the rest of it up, and boom, you've got an egg roll. All right, so for frying, we're gonna take a large pot. You're gonna fill it up a quarter of the way with oil. I'm using canola oil here. You're gonna heat it up to 350 degrees, and then you're gonna drop in 5 to 6 egg rolls, just depending on how large your pot is. You don't wanna overcrowd it. Obviously, I know that everybody always says that, but it is really important, especially when you're frying something like this, because everything on the inside is done. Basically, you're just trying to heat it through. And the outside is the most important. You're trying to get like a really good golden brown and crispy on the outside. So you want to keep your oil temperature pretty high. You don't want it to go below 350, honestly. And they're going to go for about 3 to 5 minutes. And that's it. You've got homemade egg rolls, and I promise you, you're gonna love these things.
All right, so there you have it, guys. The best egg rolls that you'll ever have, and they're actually pretty easy to make. Please comment down below and let me know if you guys tried this recipe. I'd love to hear your feedback. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Thank you so much.